Okay, so here we are. It's Ringwalk Media in association with Well Ice Therapy. And we've got a boxer that's about to make her debut over in Liverpool, Miss Liv Hussey. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
All right, yeah, very, very busy. And you've got your debut coming up very shortly. Tell us about that.
Yeah, really excited. Can't wait to obviously get in the ring and show people what I've been working on. Obviously, it's now 10 days away, so I'm coming to the end of my camp. I'm ready to go. And like I said, I'm just excited to show people what I've been working on in the gym.
And you're fighting in Liverpool on the GSM, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, the GSW show, yeah.
And that's Paul Smith Jr., isn't it? And Robert
Yeah, Paul
and Tom
Tom
Stalker,
Stalker.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they it's their first show as well. So it's bound to be a very, very good show to be on as well. I've heard there's going to be a few surprises on the night.
Yeah, I've heard that as well, to be fair. I'm excited. Seen a few announcements over the days and that, but yeah, I think there's a good is it English title, I think it is, or something like that,
Yeah,
top of the bill. So yeah, it's a good card to be, and obviously there's another female fighter on the card as well from Newcastle. So yeah, I can't wait.
yeah. And we know her quite well actually, and she always puts up a good show. It's good to have the two of you on there, two females on an opening show for a promoter. Boxing's come a long way, hasn't it, in the last 24 months?
Yeah, it's good, and like you said, it's good to have another female obviously on the bill alongside me as well, which will be good, and obviously people will get to see what us females are about.
Well, listen, let's talk about you, a subject which you're absolutely superb on. Um, so we're following you a little bit in your sort of journey. You've been a Team GB athlete, and you've done very well as an amateur, haven't you? Come
Yeah,
on
so
then.
obviously went through the amateurs, did the championships as a junior. I won the ABAs and I won them as a youth as well. And then obviously I boxed for England in the Europeans. I won the Europeans. That was over in Bulgaria. And then obviously in between that, I got on GB. Obviously, you do like your box cups, like we had England versus Ireland shows, and going over to Poland with GB and stuff. That's in the time period that I got on GB. So yeah, but I've boxed all over, and then I boxed in the World Championships in India. It was so yeah,
So you've
been
been
around.
around a little bit, and you've kind of learnt your trade, I guess. Um, you've seen a few famous faces as well going through the Team GB setup. Tell us who you've managed to sort of been in and around the influences that you've had.
Yeah, so when I was on GB, I was around the likes of pros now, who's Fraser Clark, Sandy Ryan, Lauren Price, Caris. Um, there's a few. That's like I said, that was more at the time. The McCormack brothers, they was up at Sheffield at the time as well. There was a few, but yeah, like I said, obviously seeing them now progressing where they're at in the career is obviously something that I want to do myself. And like I said, I've trained around them. I've done bits of tech work with like the likes of Sandy Ryan and Lauren in the sparring sessions. So yeah, I've been around some top people who are now pro.
I'll tell you what, that Team GB headquarters in Sheffield, they've got the biggest running track indoor around there, and I've done a lap. I have to tell you, I need a week off.
Oh, don't we used to do like a 1K and a 3K run. I think 1K was 5 laps, but 3K was 15.
Laps.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
being,
that's what it was. It was.
I did
You
one
what?
lap, and it took me an hour.
Yeah, we do. So we'd be in groups and we'd do like a 1K, and then you get to rest while the others are doing the 1K. So bearing in mind it's 5 laps, and then you're on then for your 3K doing your 15.
Wow. So you've had some good preparation in the amateurs, and you've turned professional, and you've got a fantastic up and coming coach. You've got Terry Spencer over in Widnes, haven't you?
Yeah, Terry and Jamie, yeah, they've both been brilliant with me, working hard behind the scenes, putting every bit of effort that they can into to all the fighters just to help progress. And obviously with me, I've had that transition period because I'm obviously making my pro debut where the other lads have obviously had the for a few pro fights. So yeah, they've been great with me, and obviously I'm privileged to be around them.
And Terry and Jamie, especially, they're up and coming coaches, and they really care about the boxers. When we've been over to see you in the gym, you know, they're very intense sort of sessions. You know, there's no stone unturned. And I've even in the short amount of time that we've kind of seen you in the pro ranks, you know, we've seen you change your amateur style into a more professional style. How have you found that transition so far?
Yeah, it's been I won't say it's been difficult because, like I said, I'm quite I listen and I take things in and I adapt well. So I think with the style I had anyway, it wasn't a massive change to me. It was more like little tweaks and movements and stuff like that. So if I've enjoyed the transition, where some people can, not to say struggle, but find it difficult because they can go from like a boxy, proper boxing style and then the one into like obviously adapting to a pro and all the movements, and it can be hard but frustrating at the same time. But yeah, I've enjoyed it, and I've learned new things which I can't wait to showcase on the 16th of September.
Well, we're looking forward to this as well. And it's a four-rounder, isn't it?
Yeah, 4-2s, yeah.
Which brings me to my next question. So, 4 rounds of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of the women, female professionals have pretty much been advocates for 3 minute rounds for women. And Amanda Serrano has just announced today she got her fight over in Florida, I think it is, and she's going to be boxing 12 rounds of 3 minute rounds. What do you think about that?
See, I'm the same probably as many other female fighters that will agree with the 3 minute rounds. I think 2 minute rounds is still, it's not obviously an amateurish pace, but you're still at a fast pace, should I say. So as a pro, you obviously look to wear down your opponents, and sometimes over the 2 minute rounds, that can be difficult. And like I won't say I'm a slow starter, but there's people who are slow starters and stuff who would benefit off them 3 minute rounds, you know, to ease into the fight a bit better. And me personally, with my style, I agree that we should probably do the 3 minutes as well.
Which is great, but that then changes some of the results that may well have been different if they were 2 minute rounds. So do you think that now Amanda Serrano is going to be the first one to do that, that this will filter down into boxers like yourself starting out your careers, or do you think it's going to stay at high level fights for the moment?
I mean, if they're going to bring it, regardless of the level, I think if they are going to bring in, obviously after the Serrano fight, the 3 minute rounds, then it should be of all levels, domestic, European, and stuff like that. But I think it's a mad one, really, and I don't know what they're gonna do. Like you said, some results, would they have been the same if you look back, if there was that extra minute in each round, or would they have had the stamina and stuff like that? So there's probably going to be a lot of it. It's like a 50-50. It's going to be disagree, agree. So depends on what it boils down to. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do about it. It's a mad one.
It is a mad one because you got people like, for example, young Chloe Watson. She's just got her first title fight, a European title fight. Wasserman won the purse bid. She's fighting, I think, in November. But she's seeing now Serrano fighting 12 rounds at 3 minutes. So she might say, well, I want to fight 3 minute rounds. But actually, she doesn't have the choice. So
Yeah.
there has to be some kind of clarification, doesn't there? I think pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, of course, obviously, like you said, Chloe deserves this shot. You know, she's performed on her last fight brilliant. So for that, super proud of her. Obviously, I was close with Chloe up in GB, so proud of her for getting that title shot. But yeah, I mean, obviously she'll be in preparation for that fight now, and they can't just kind of wait just to see as if how the Serrano fight goes to see about the 3 minutes. Obviously, like you said, there needs to be some sort of clarification to get that in place, because people who are preparing for fights like Chloe and stuff like that, well, they need to know, because it might sound, oh, it's only a minute extra each round, but it's a big difference in your training. So yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
obviously
difference?
sparring as well.
What difference do you think it would make in the training? Like you say, the sparring's a massive part of that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, to be fair, it'd be like, for myself, obviously I went from threes, ended in threes in the amateurs, then I've gone back to two, so I've kind of slowed a bit down, but then I've not, because I'm doing 2 minute rounds, so I've got to be like a higher pace as well. So it's a bit of a, like I said, it's a bit of a mad one, but it's one of them. I think they should bring them in, but like let us know as soon as, because like you say, with training and stuff like that, you're gonna have to change your full on how you sparring, your 3 minutes, your pants, your punching, your running and stuff like that. Everything has to be adapted just to suit you with the 3 minute rounds.
Yeah. It's an interesting sort of situation, and I'm sure that one's going to play out very quickly. That one, because, like you say, there needs to be some clarification either way, so that boxers can train the right way. So we'll
Yeah.
look with bated breath for that one. I hope that's Walter
Vimto.
Vimto, a
It was
cheeky
Vimto.
Vimto.
It's gone now. What?
Now, listen, not everybody knows, but we know. You're actually quite a decent footballer, although you couldn't score in the bloody cup final. But
That's because you was watching.
I was there. Yeah, that was it. Um, Are you missing the girls, or are you getting a sneaky game back in again?
No, yeah, of course I'm missing it, and it's hard for me because, like I said, I had that routine with me football and obviously me training, but there's obviously things you've got to do if you want to pursue, and obviously with risk of injuries and stuff like that, it was the best idea for me. But yeah, I'm missing it, and obviously, like I said, the girls will be there on fight night. But I'm itching to get back on the pitch.
I tell you what, if your lot are going to be ringside for your fight, it's going to be bloody carnage, quite frankly.
It'll be a fun night, let me tell you.
We've seen the running order as well, and I think you're midway through the show. So there's going to be probably one or two of those young ladies that having one or two beverages before they get to your fight.
Yeah, no, listen, yeah, I've seen that myself, and I think there is going to be some tweaks to that because obviously Edo's on the card as well, and with him being on after, I think there
Yeah.
will be. So whether I'm on a bit sooner or a bit later, I'm not sure, but I think that is the running order, or it's there and thereabouts. So yeah, midway, get all my little tribe in behind me, let them all
Yeah.
settle, have a few drinks for the nerves.
But I'll tell you what, I bet you can't wait. It's a home fight in effect for your first debut. I think the hardest problem that your coach Terry's going to have is hold you back and to get you to stick to the game plan, because I know exactly what you're going to do, which is go out there and try and get a knockout. And I think that's probably going to be his hardest task on the night. What do you think?
Yeah, well, to be fair, obviously we've been in camp and watching me opponent and stuff like that. I wouldn't say. I mean, as a making me debut, all my fans, my family, and that's the obviously you're gonna go for the knockout. But I think I want to be. I'd be happy to get the 4 rounds as well and just perform good, box well and clinical. Really, just because, like I said, I've had that time out the ring. I'm more bothered about getting the rounds under my belt and looking good as well. Obviously, if the stoppage or the knockout comes, like you say, that's a bonus on top of it. But yeah, I think obviously a nice controlled clinical performance and whatever happens. But yeah, that's me mind going into the fight.
Well, GSW are, certainly going to, make their stamp on boxing as promoters. They've also got Sam Rush, who's the European CEO of General Sports Worldwide, and obviously he's the guy that's announced the launch of the new boxing division. And I think alongside Paul Smith and Thomas Stalker, they're going to start making some noise, aren't they? They're going to make some very good shows. I've heard there's a couple of shows in very, very nice venues coming up as well this year. So, well, what made you want to kind of go onto that platform?
Well, obviously, like we've been offered to obviously make the debut. There was obviously talks about being on a bigger platform, but with a shorter notice. So to me, with this GSW one, and like I said, I've heard obviously like yourself, they are going to take off and do good shows. So I just think it was ideal for me, not got that pressure of being on a bigger platform, which some people take a bit of pressure from being on it. I think making my debut local, obviously, like I said, I've got family there, people who probably couldn't travel or afford them tickets for the bigger shows. Obviously, they're on the night to watch me and my debut. But yeah, I just think it was the best idea, having a bit of time. I've had a long time out the ring, and I think it's like I think to me it's a good platform for me to start on and obviously look to impress the other promoters while I'm on there as well.
Yeah, and it's I think our good friends over at BBTV are streaming the show as well. So it's going to be out on social media live, I believe.
Yeah, I think I heard about that last week. Yeah, so obviously people who can't watch or can't make it or for whatever reason, then there's obviously a stream on YouTube from the night. Yeah,
And people may well be thinking, well, why's a rival channel talking about a rival channel? But we don't have rivals in boxing media. Everybody likes everybody, and everybody gets on. So we're just
yeah,
pleased that boxers are starting to get really good coverage, especially when they're making their debuts and they're up and coming boxers. It's nice to see that everybody kind of works together to make that happen. Now, listen,
yeah.
we're going to have a little fun with you now. You didn't know we were going to do this.
Oh, here we
You look.
go.
So you've been with Terry and Billy and Mr. Edo and a few others down in that gym. I want you to snitch now, right?
Go on.
So, who's the smelliest in the gym?
The smelliest.
Yeah, we're gonna ask you 4 or 5 of these.
Leon, because he sweats loads.
There's so Leon stinks.
Yeah.
Who's got the worst dress sense? And you can include yourself in that.
Dress sense. I don't know because we've all got good dress sense.
They've all got good dress sense.
Yeah, we've all got good dress sense.
Even Edo.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go with Edo.
Don't take my lead. You've got to tell me who you think is the worst dressed,
No, because
basically.
like I say, that's a bit cruel. Come on, I've not really seen them outside the gym. You know, I just see them in the gym more. So let's just skip that one. We all got good dress sense.
But we'll just go with you, seeing as you wear football kit half the time.
All right, okay. Me and me, amazing dress sense. You know, let's go with Liv on that one.
Okay, who's the worst trainer?
Worst trainer?
Who wants to be out the door as quick as possible?
Me. Only messing.
Tell will kill me for these.
I know, yeah, literally. No, I can't. You're killing me off here because I can't answer that. Edo just gets in, gets out. To be fair, like he's not like, you know what I mean? He gets in, gets the job done, off he pops. You know, you got me who gets in, lingers about as a chat, does me training, lingers about as a chat. Struggle getting out the gym. So yeah.
Who's got the worst playlist in the gym?
Pez, you can be training on the pads, and next minute some slow music will come on.
Like what? Like what? What does he put on? What do you go from and to?
No, I don't know, like specifically can't remember the song off the top of my head, but you'd be like there'll be a beaty song, like a good playlist, and then it'll just switch, and then he'll sit down and we'll go, don't know what happened with that playlist then.
And last of all, I've forgotten the question now. Last of all, in the gym, okay, who hits the hardest?
Leon by far.
Leon.
Jesus. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
he's top 10 in the UK now as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I think he's number 9 now as we speak. I think we have obviously like our little group chat, and I'm sure Nige put it in that he was gone up to number 9 now.
I can't believe you didn't include Nigel in the worst dressed in the gym. He would have won that,
Oh,
surely.
yeah, Nige. Yeah. Forget Edo, it's Nige, definitely.
Sorry, Nigel. Well, this interview's gone completely Pete Tong now, hasn't it? So listen, when I came down to the gym the other day, you were very busy, didn't have too long to speak to us, but um, I spoke to the other guys, and at the end of the interview, I asked them all. We've got our sponsor, Well Ice Therapy. So the next time we do an interview in person, we're going to get the guys to come down the gym with the ice baths, and we've got to interview you whilst you're in the ice bath. Are you up for that?
I'm up for it, but you might be there a couple of hours. Yeah, I'll be up for that.
Well, Billy said he was going to do it on camera, and then will I fuck afterwards when I come off camera? So we're outing Billy. He's got to do it now, otherwise it's going to look very silly. Terry said he'd do it. Leon was no problem.
Yeah, he's done it before.
Edo are going head first.
Yeah, I'll get in it, and I'll get in it. Don't know
Yes,
about
you got to do
feet,
it.
but yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be in. Jamie as well, and Tez, you need to get them in it.
Jamie, everybody, absolutely
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Right. Well, listen, we've had some fun, but we also
Yeah.
it's nice to get to know you as a boxer, and we're looking forward to seeing what you're going to be like as a boxer as well. Just get a little plug to the show and where they can get some tickets if there are any left.
Yeah. Obviously, I've still got tickets left personally. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's live hussey underscore, and then obviously there's the website as well on the Liverpool Olympia. If you put it in, there's obviously still some tickets you can purchase online as well. And yeah, so excited to see some of your faces there, and I can't wait to show you what I've been working on.
And finally, no boxer's career goes anywhere without sponsors, even at this stage.
Yeah.
Um, you've been very lucky and you picked up some nice sponsors. Just give them a quick mention.
Yeah, obviously me work CLP, they've been massive. They was one of the first to come on and support me. I've got a gym near me in St Helens, Evolution. They've jumped on along with Pure Choice Nutrition on the Go. I've got an accountant and a company down in London. And obviously my food place that helped me with me meal preps fit food. They've been obviously great with being in camp and making me weight. So anyone else, Supreme, CBD, Anthony Fowler, obviously the gummies, I'm going to check them in a minute actually before bed. The gummies in the CBD oil have massive help for me in camp, and the muscle rub as well. Obviously I struggle with my sleep and I have suffer with anxiety, so that they've been great for me. And obviously, yeah, everyone's, like you said, without these sponsors and these people jumping on board, the journey's not possible. So massive thank you to everyone for obviously supporting me and helping me.
Well, listen, it's always a pleasure to have a natter with you. But this is where the fun stops and the business end starts.
Yeah,
Professional career, 10 days' time over in Liverpool. We're looking forward to it. Can't wait to see what you're about in the gym and in the ring. And yeah, it's all good from us. We wish you the best. We hope it goes the way you want it to. And we'll be there on the night. We can't wait to see it.
yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, Liv. Best of luck. Take care.
Cheers, mate. Ta-ra.
What you doing now, you?
Superstar in the making.
Superstar, bloody diva. I'm not wearing a headdress. It's the wrong colour. Don't like my hair. What are you doing?